Showcase Beautiful in Pelham's Ballantree. Colleen and David Black, Keller Williams Realty, 356-5412. Call on Colleen.
This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday morning, the 18th day of September. James Spann here, and a remarkable flood event set up last night for the eastern part of Birmingham and parts of St. Clair and Shelby counties. And this moist air goes nowhere. So the weather stays wet, soggy, tropical, unsettled for the foreseeable future. Let's look at some of the Skycam images around the network this morning. First off, from downtown Birmingham. That's the view there coming from the Daniel building, looking back off to the west. You can see the low clouds kind of hanging over the city. That's a Clanton City Hall as seen from the Skycam down in Chilton County. And from Mount Cheahaw, cloudy and light rain falling up there this morning. I'm telling you, wish I had something new to tell you, but I really don't. We've got the upper low that's west of the state near the Mississippi Delta, and a huge amount of tropical moisture all across the southeastern states that's going nowhere for a while. There's the radar at 4:55 this morning, and you can see those patches of light rain, what's left of that big rain mass, still over eastern Jefferson and St. Clair counties, where some staggering rainfall totals came in from last night. Heavier rain this morning over Lamar County in West Alabama around Millport. We have flash flood watches up for most of Alabama, the northern half of the state. You don't see it on that map. The guys at SPC have not gotten that watch up there, but the guys in Birmingham have gone ahead and put up a flash flood watch, which is certainly the right thing to do considering the rain from last night. And it didn't rain heavily everywhere, but over the last 5 days, the ground is saturated pretty much statewide. Flash flood watches run all the way from Georgia back over to Arkansas and Louisiana. And that's the map that'll just blow your mind right there. Those are storm totals. This is the radar estimating storm totals. And you can see some spots didn't get much at all. For example, you go down to South Bibb and Perry counties, down around Maplesville and Chilton County, hardly anything. But look at that cluster that's sitting there right over the point where Shelby, St. Clair, and Jefferson counties come together. That's around Leeds. Let me tell you what, Lake Purdy, we're not going to have to worry about a shortage of water in that lake for a while. All that drains down the Little Cahaba. But we had some amazing rain totals. Now, as of late last night, J.B. Elliott reported, his wife reported 6.63 inches up in Trussville. And, of course, we're over here in Starkville at the Southeast Severe Storm Symposium in Mississippi State, so he's not there. But we'll get more numbers later this morning. We'll get those posted up on the blog. But inevitably, some spots went over 7 inches in through there. And, boy, look at that. Rain for the next 5 days, valid through Tuesday evening. This is suggesting widespread rain amounts of 3 to 5 inches over North Alabama. You know, after a while, you just don't need any more, but again, we don't see much of a change through early next week and maybe beyond that. Quickly, the tropics are quiet, couple of suspect areas, but those don't show signs of any development. In fact, that little circle there north of Puerto Rico, that's the remnant of Fred, but still upper air winds don't favor anything happening there. So here's modeling. This is the OZGFS at 1 o'clock today. Polar jet in Canada, that's the strong winds aloft that will push features along. Down here, winds are light and variable. Upper low off to the west. Down below, very moist air. And like every day this week, it's not going to rain all day. Sun peaks out at times, but when the rain comes, the rain can be heavy. Tomorrow, Saturday, starting off the weekend, no real change. Broad upper surface low back off to the west. Certainly not going to rain all day, but rain gear should be in order for the football games in case a shower comes along. Sunday, same deal. Very moist air, scattered to numerous showers and storms. Now, Monday, next week, you know, the models have done a flip on this trough deal. We had high hope about 5 days ago of a nice surge of cool, dry air. That idea has pretty much gone out the window. Big 594 bubble over the northern Pacific coast tries to pump up a ridge, then a downstream trough over the central U.S., but I'll show you what happens here. First off, down below that, we stay wet. Tuesday, that's what happens. An upper low cuts off over the nation's breadbasket there. The real polar jet is still up in Canada, trapping the really cool air up there, and down below we stay moist and wet on Tuesday. Same deal Wednesday. Same deal Thursday. Friday, where's the upper low? It's going nowhere. We got this warm ridge trying to nose in from the southeast. The Upper low is kind of hovering around Omaha, Nebraska. And what does it look like? Still wet a week from today. So remember, about a week ago, I put a note out on Twitter that said you might want to build an ark. I think you can see why. And again, I did not think it would go this long. What about the end of the forecast? Any hope here in October? This is October 3rd. And look at that. Still, the polar jet is in Canada. And we have light and variable winds aloft here. And certainly no cool air with that look, but at least that looks dry. But, of course, we all know this is voodoo. There's no skill in specifics out there. But the modeling is certainly suggesting no major shot of cool air through early October if it's right here. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here. My next video will be Monday morning. We can't produce one today due to the symposium here, but we will put notes up on the blog throughout the day. And Brian Peters will have the videos tomorrow and Sunday. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.